So, beautiful people, welcome back again to our platform. So, I'll be answering these questions today. Some people have been asking me if they can actually move to the Netherlands. In fact, the questions are many. I just have them here. So, I'm going to be responding to them one after the other so that everybody who wants to move here and probably join me next year or maybe January or September then would know what it entails. Okay, so first let's begin with the issue of tuition. Somebody was asking me, Milton, did you pay all your tuition or the school can take half? Now remember, I said before that it is the university who is going to apply for your study visa, right? Then you go to the embassy. When they apply for your study visa, they are applying to the government. When the government approve it, they will now send you confirmation that the government have approved it, confirmation letter, right? Approval letter. Then you take this letter, you go with this letter to the embassy, the nearest embassy beside your place, right? When you go to the nearest embassy now, the embassy is going to stamp your passport. But remember, before you go to the embassy, your visa has been approved. Now, before they do the application, your school, before your school do this application, or before your school can apply for your visa on your behalf, you need to pay every dime to them. One, this is the money. Listen, if your tuition is 12,000 euros per year, you need to put this 12,000 euros in their school account plus medical insurance. My own is 700. I don't know if it's the same for every institution. You add it to that 12,000, then visa fee is 228 euros. You add it to that amount. Then cost of living money, what we usually call it in Cameroon, money for bank statement. Here in the Netherlands, I was checking my school website and it showed 14,000. So it has been updated. But what my school told me to pay into that addition, like add it, that's my living cost money now, was 15,000 euros. So I had to add it to that amount, making a total of 27,000 plus. You must give this money complete to your university for them to apply for your visa. This is how it works. Then when you come in, they will now give you back that living cost money. Mine was 15,000 euros. I'm still to collect because I haven't collected all my necessary documents. There are documentation. When you collect everything, then you open an account. They will now send the money to your account because when you open the account, you go give them the account details and they will now send to you. Do you understand? This is the procedure for how to migrate here. There are so many other things I will talk about, but again, please listen to the end so you don't ask me many questions. Someone was equally asking, Milton, can a student work while studying in the Netherlands? The answer is yes. You can work 16 hours a week, okay? And this is the only time the government recognize. Please make sure you stick to it. Everything here passes through the system. If they notice that you did more than, it is going to affect your not permanent, but your citizenship when you want to apply after 5 years. Be careful with what you do in this country when you come in, okay? Even if you want to do, maybe, you understand, you can maybe talk with the person in charge. Well, I'm not saying this is good, but stay focused. Now, another person was asking me, Milton, can I work here and pay my tuition fee? If you are hardworking, you can work and pay your tuition fee. Now, this goes to people who were actually or who are going in for maybe 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years programs. Because some people are actually studying degree programs that will last for like maybe 4 years. Yeah, bachelors in some schools last 4 years in this country. So if you pay the first year, because they need just 1 year of your tuition plus those other amounts I mentioned, watch my other video, check the video below this one, go down through the channel and check, right? I'm not going to come back again. I explained these things over and over last week. So when you give them the money, that is what is going to happen. Then you can work and pay the other years, okay? Remember, even if you borrow the money from people, it doesn't matter. But remember, visa is guaranteed if you pay this money. And also remember that the government is also thinking on how to stop, like restrict internationals. So if you don't move by January, don't move next year, maybe by next year they will even restrict the visas and a whole lot of stuff, or maybe increase the money. I don't know. I'm just giving you information that I think can help you. I hope you get my point. Now, another person was asking me, how long does it take to get passport in the Netherlands? It takes 5 years. And remember, within these 5 years, you shouldn't be taking any benefits from the government. Point number one. And within these 5 years, you shouldn't commit any crimes or problems in this country. Point number two. And within these 5 years, you must make sure that as soon as your residence permit for the first year is getting to the end, make sure you apply immediately before it expires. And if you are studying for just 1 year and before your residence permit is about to expire, make sure you apply immediately for orientation year visa. I hope you understand. Don't let it expire when you haven't gotten the other one. Even if it's less 3 weeks, do the other one. Take this advice from Milton. Don't say I never told you. Now, the other one is somebody was equally asking me, can I stay back and work after I finish my program? The answer is yes, you can stay back and work for 1 year. They will give you stay back period for 1 year to stay back and look for a job. Remember, that 1 year you are staying back to look for a job first. When you find a job, the company can now do your work permit. You can now be staying. As you are staying, you are accumulating your time. After some time, you apply for your passport. 5 years. Now, when you finish your master's, the first year of that master's, you already have 1 year. So the 4 years that are left is just the orientation and every other job that you get. I hope you understand. Read more on IND, capital letter, type it on Google. Now, some other people were asking me, Milton, for how long can I bring my spouse if I'm studying, if I don't move with them together? Now, you cannot move with them together because remember, the school is going to approve your visa alone. And if you are moving with your spouse, you still need to show enough money in your account before the school can then tell the government that you are coming with your spouse and you have also provided money for your spouse. Will you be able to afford that money? I do not think so. Now, when you do that, they are going to approve it. Okay, but if you don't get that, you move alone. If you don't have enough, move alone. Then when you come into this country, finish your studies. Okay, while you are finishing, like when you are studying the program or you are about to finish the program, you apply immediately for orientation year. After orientation year, you are going to get the stuff or maybe get a job. Now the job is going to get you a contract which will show how much you are earning. In this country, I think if you want to bring in your spouse after you've gotten a job, you need to show that you are earning at least 1,250 euros. Now that is small money if you get a job here. Okay, so you can immediately after that you can go bring your family. But again, remember, housing is a big problem here. So make sure you have accommodation before you are bringing anybody. Did I make myself clear? So that is it. Another person was saying that, Milton, is it true that Dutch certificates are powerful? Yes, Dutch certificates are very powerful. We have a lot of Americans in the Netherlands studying. In my class, I have people from France and other big places. I have one American as well. So that is something you should know. Now, if you are moving from Cameroon, please, there is no Dutch embassy in Cameroon. So you should pay attention to where you are going to get your visa. Of course, when you are filling the online platform, if you successfully apply for a program online, of course, a university, when you are filling the online form, okay, because the school will direct you, if you want to apply, when you check the programs on the university site on studyinthenetherlands.nl, when you are about to apply, when you click apply, they will direct you to go to study link. Now, you are going to create an account on Study Link and that account will remain there. That's where you will be navigating. Any info, you will see it there. From your email, then you will go to your Study Link. You may not understand because you haven't done the application now. I'm just explaining what I did for you and every other thing people are doing. Okay? Now, when you do this process, okay, during the visa application, when you pay your money to the school, during visa, they will even ask you, you will see it on that form, where do you intend to apply for your visa? You take Cotonou or Ghana, okay, Benin, Cotonou or Accra, Ghana. You are the one to put it there. Now, when the information will go to your school, when you finally get the admission, they will now, like the visa, okay, The government, your school will apply to the government. The government will send confirmation to your school. Your school will send to you, then send a sample to the embassy, right? They always communicate, so don't even play. They know it. And when you even go with the acceptance offer, they will check and call their school immediately. So don't worry yourself, okay, in case of any issues. Now, the last question I want to address is this issue. Milton, how many intakes do you have in the Netherlands? We have two. Okay, January intake and September intake. I came for September, right? This is September. So those who are coming for January intake, they would also, by December, some have already gotten their admissions. I know some people who've gotten admissions already, but you must have money, because if you do not have money after admissions, you cannot pay to the school and the school cannot do your visa. Make sure you have the money, cash, before you are applying. The video about how much I spend, proof of funds, everything complete is on this channel. Check it, check the requirements to apply, check the universities. We have the University of Twente, we have Edzé University, the University of Groningen, the University of Amsterdam, Wageningen University, the University of, in fact, there are many. Okay, so please choose your own and see you in the Netherlands in future.